Hey yo, what's going on? This is the patriarchy once again, coming with a major news story regarding Georgia DA Fani Willis. There were reports out there that she conspired with the White House before her indictment of former President Donald Trump. And here is some proof here that she may have possibly uh, conspired with the White House. This report, Fani Willis conspired with Liz Cheney's false J6 committee. J6 committee shared video recordings with Fani Willis, but then deleted the video to prevent Republican lawmakers from gaining access to it. Yes, you may say this story is editorialized. However, there's evidence that the J6 committee was a sham committee. Reports that pretty much when they had those testimonies of several people, a lot of those stories have been debunked based on eyewitness accounts that were close to Trump or were aware of what happened on January 6th. There's a report out here uh, created by Representative Barry Loudermilk, representative from Georgia. Here it is. The American people deserve the entire truth about what caused the violent breach at the United States Capitol of January 6, 2021. It is unfortunate the Select Committee succumbed to their political inclinations and chased false narratives instead of providing the important work of a genuine investigation. In my committee's investigation, it is my objective to uncover the facts about January 6th without political bias or spin. My report today is just the beginning. I've downloaded the report, but here's what I'm talking about today is Fani Willis actually conspired with this committee. Here it go from Politico. Shout out to Politico. Politico also reported that Fani Willis' staff met with Select Committee in April 2022 and participated in multiple phone calls with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. The same video recordings that the Fulton County District Attorney requested were never archived by the Select Committee. I believe that's the same video evidence that they threw out so no one else would have access to it. Although no additional communications between the Select Committee and the Fulton County District Attorney's Office were archived by the Select Committee, the prospect of the Select Committee sharing video recordings of witness interviews with Willis, but not this subcommittee, remains particularly concerning. The subcommittee has opened an investigation into the extent of the coordination between Willis and the Select Committee and is committed to uncovering answers to these questions. So this is in Barry Loudermilk's report. Here is the documentation right here in this report. Go here. This is his initial findings report on January 6th. If you go down here, I believe it's page 49 right here, collusion with Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis. Here we go right here, which I pretty much just read. Now, this is huge as well. See, now I really want this case to go forward. So, Judge McAfee, if you're listening, allow Fani Willis to stay on this case because this right here, this will kill her career. One, she's proven that she has no integrity regarding her situation with Nathan Wade. She lied about it, even though she came out later and said that they did have an affair. So at that point in time, all credibility has been lost on you. And then this situation here regarding that you colluded with the White House. Although reports are saying, "Oh, I never," people say, "Oh, she never talked to the White House," but here's some evidence right here that she may have conspired with the White House. Okay, so with the on top of that, if this goes forward, I want to see President Trump's evidence of voter fraud, voter irregularities. Raffensperger's could be thrown out the water, in regards to all this. So I want to see this go forward. As I said in my other video, if it does go forward, I'm not saying that it will be right for it to go forward, but sometimes in these situations, this is the only way the truth is going to be uncovered. Because if it doesn't go forward, a lot of this stuff will not go forward. People are going to pretty much have their own opinion. However, it won't be based on fact. So I do want this to definitely go forward because there's a lot of evidence that, for one, the J6 was a sham, and also that Fani Willis is actually marching to the drums of the Biden administration. Okay, this is another DA that is just marching to the drum of the Biden administration. Hey, a lot of y'all leaders, so-called leaders of these cities that are going after Trump, a lot of y'all gonna have egg on your face. And what I'm seeing is that it's mostly Black women that are doing this. And it's not to castigate Black women, but it seems that the Letitia James, this lady right here, you're being used to go after the liberals' political opponents, and you're in the front line. So if something goes wrong, something makes you look bad, they're going to leave you. They're going to say, oh, no, they're going to put you out front, and your career is going to be ruined. Not the people that are telling you, what to do. They're not going to come out and say, hey, you know what? I told Fani Willis to do this, so I'm going to take the fall. Fani Willis, we don't want to ruin your career. So, I'll take the fall. No, that's not going to happen. They're going to allow her to take the fall. Okay. She's already been exposed with her dealings with Nathan Wade. She's going to be exposed right now. She's going to be exposed with her dealings with the White House prior to this. Okay. A lot of her cases are going to be thrown out when all this stuff comes out, because in one of her testimonies, when the investigator who was trying to link her and Nathan Wade, and he used this a program called, I believe it's Cellhawk. Okay, this is what they use in a lot of criminal cases to find the assailant. To pretty much trace them to a certain location where the crime took place. This is the same program that D.A. Willis used in order to prosecute certain criminals. Now, when it's used against her, if you've been following the news, now she's saying, oh, that's not accurate. It's not reliable. Okay. Now, if any criminal has been in jail, is going to prison due to this technology that Fani Willis used, if you're in the Fulton County area, this gives grounds to go to your attorney and say, hey, the evidence or what she used in order to find my location, she said it's not accurate. She came out of her own mouth. So now you're gonna have attorneys come in and say, hey, we need this thrown out, we need a new trial or whatnot, because now when it's used against her, now it's not accurate information. So now I'm going to go on a tangent there, but a lot of this stuff is BS. January 6th, this indictment against Trump for trying to overturn the election. If you look at my last video, that's not what happened when he was trying to, hey, I need 11,000 votes. That's the narrative they keep pushing, even though he just said, hey, there are ballots that need to be scrutinized in your state, which was verified. That needed to be scrutinized. And Brad Raffensperger did not want to take a look at it. He said it was a clean election. But take a look at my other video to get more details. So all this is BS. What's going on in New York is BS. Now, the story's coming out with Letitia James. I'll go into that as well regarding to the bond for Trump to appeal that BS ruling going on up there. So it seems as if that a lot of these women are being put in these positions to go after political opponents, or they put them in leadership positions to run things that don't know what they're doing. They're ruining the cities that they're in. And when when the rooster comes home, or when the chickens come home to roost, so to speak, they're gonna be the ones to blame. They're gonna be put out front, and we're gonna look at them and say, see, this is why we don't have these people in leadership positions, because when they are, they mess up. And honestly, I don't think they're thinking for themselves. They're just trying. They've been promised power if they do this, and so they're just doing it without any type of forethought or the consequences of this, or even studying what it is that they're doing, and then recognizing the consequences if things go wrong. So, and that goes for any political so-called leader that they're knowingly doing the wrong thing. Anyone with common sense can see you're doing the wrong thing, and I know you have some common sense to know that you're doing the wrong thing, and you continue to do it because you're not thinking for yourself. You pretty much you have a winder in your back, and you're pretty much doing what they're telling you to do, and you're going to pretty much deal with the consequences once you get found out. So again, this is huge. If indeed this is true that Fani Willis has been colluding with the White House, because this is one of her things that another aspect of the case that she's building the foundation of her case against Trump is this, and also the so-called election interference. Both of these are going to get blown out the water. Her career is done. So uh, hopefully, again, this case goes forward so we can all see what it is that I'm talking about. And so it's just not a he say, she say, and people are going to still, at least the evidence. And I just hope that you base your opinion based on the evidence presented, not based on whether or not you're a fan of Trump or MAGA. That's all I ask. So again, thank you for listening. Peace.